So, Mark, I would win some serious daughter points if I bought this for my parents for Christmas.
I am actually quite a fan of folk art. So you've kind of got city produced pieces, top makers. I mean, think of Thomas Chippendale, for example, or any of the great Philadelphia furniture makers. And then you will have provincial furniture. So things made out of the city by people who are still good craftsmen. And then you have folk art, which is often made by people who are not classically trained. People that perhaps not their main job to make furniture like this. It could have been a hobby piece, it could have been a hobbyist, or it could have just been a man or a lady somewhere producing it. I just think there's a sort of warm charm about them, and they all have that individual, unique nature about them, because these weren't produced for sort of sale necessarily over and over and over again. I think there's just a warmth and a charm to them with folk art pieces that you just don't get with many other pieces. Now, I'm looking at the stars on the flag here.
So from 1912 to about 1959, this was our flag. We only had 48 states. But what's interesting is President Taft, by executive order, said that the stars must be in alignment. So you've got 6 and 8, and with a point pointing north, and that's how the stars were aligned. And then after that, you've got Eisenhower, who said, nope, mix them up. We're going to make them scattered and change it. And that's when we have 50 stars. One of the longest lasting flags is actually this one with the stars lined up, interestingly enough.
Whoever produced this was really very experienced at cutting wood. And look at the different types of wood there. I mean, we've got cherry, maple, all sorts of different colours. And it reminds me of some of those hard stone tables that typically came out of Florence and Italy. But it's the sort of folk art American side of it. The base looks a little different to me. So I'm thinking the base is probably a bit earlier. It's got a kind of empire-y, we would say perhaps even Regency look to it in the UK. So I like the fact that someone's repurposed another table, created something on the top, a great patriot very clearly back in 1912 or thereabouts, to create what actually would fit seamlessly into so many interiors.
Do not miss the 12 Days of Christmas, a virtual holiday art and antique show. Each day there's something new and exciting available to purchase from each exhibiting dealer.